All right, guys, welcome back. This is like basically a to be continued episode. I got my Harley hat on. I got my Harley shirt on. You know, I just got back from Robert Simmons Paying It Forward meet and greet practice session. You know, link to that video above my head somewhere. Like I said at the end of that video, one of the gentlemen that brought his bike down from Michigan actually rode it. There's two gentlemen that rode their bikes all the way down here from Michigan, and they're older Honda Goldwings. I believe one's an Aspencade and the other one is an Interstate, I think, if my memory serves me correct. It's an older one. It's like a 87, kind of right up my alley. You know, I like old bikes, especially Hondas. So you know, I offered the gentleman up my garage, my lift, my tools to you know, try to fix his bike. The clutch is basically smoked. There's just nothing. Puts it in gear, lets the lever out, and the bike just kind of moves and slips and doesn't really do anything, you know. So that's wrong. But you know, I'm just currently clearing out the garage. Give this gentleman and his, I believe it's his brother. I think it's his brother. I'm not exactly sure if it's his brother or cousin. I don't know, but they look similar, so I'm guessing they're brothers. Just you know, finishing up clearing out the old garage. Gonna get Charlene out of the way so they got full rein. Then this gentleman wrenches on his bike, so he knows all about it. You know, it's an older bike, so he knows. He was telling me how he changed the clutch and this and that and had to do that, and I'm like, okay, bring it on down. We'll work on it. I'm not opposed. So yeah, once they get here, you know, Robert's gonna throw it on his trailer and bring it down here. Yeah, well, you know, we're gonna get working on that, and we're gonna get working on that as soon as it gets here. All right, guys. So we got the bike here. We got it on the lift. Yeah. These two gentlemen, what's your names?
Gregg,
Glenn, and Glenn. Gregg and Glenn. They were up with Robert Simmons doing the class, and Gregg pretty much smoked his clutch. That's right in here. So currently draining the that's the engine oil?
Yeah.
So it's a wet clutch.
Yep. Yes.
So it uses the same. All right. So
if your camera had smell-o-vision, you could smell the barbecue.
That is true. So, like you said, if you guys could smell it, it smells like a barbecue. So, chances are those clutch plates, you know, they're smoked. So, I'm sure we'll be pulling the clutch apart. But take a look out here. Woo, look at all these bikes. Robert Simmons, you know, he left the CVO over here, which was the wrong thing to do. You know, his purple bike over here. I think he calls it Violet. Of course, that one's mine. That one's mine. Look at this thing. Look at that. Woo! So he has a thing for CVOs. He has 3 of them. And that one is Violet, and he has a gray one that's called Valiant, and then he has the Road Glide, and it's red and black. He calls it Blaze. So those are those 3, and then this is also his. That's a Road King special, and I don't know the name. I think he named it Angel or something, but yeah, that's his practice bike. Like literally, he takes that bike to practice, and you know, he says, you know, his Road King Special is just a practice bike. But when you have 3 CVOs, of course, your Road King Special is just a practice bike. Just a practice bike. Anyways, and this is the other Goldwing I was telling y'all about. These guys came all the way from Michigan. Look at me, all the way from Michigan. down here to Georgia to do Robert Simmons' class. Man, look at that. This is like the Cadillac. That's a Cadillac. Don't tread on me. I got that flag in the garage. Look at that thing, Goldwing GL 1500. This thing's got all the bells and whistles. Look at all that stuff. I mean, it's just like a Honda car with all the gauges and dials and switches and wind deflectors and mirrors, and I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with all these buttons. Well, but wow, it has a tape deck. Holy moly, look at that. It has a tape deck. So all right, I'm gonna get back in here in the garage. Gonna help these guys out, you know, give them some tools, whatever they need, some water, some beer probably, you know. I'm guessing there'll be a couple of beers consumed while this is getting figured out. But yeah, bring you back in just a few minutes. All right, guys, so here we are. This is what an oil pan looks like when the clutch is pretty burnt up. I don't know if you can really, oh yeah, you can see it. Look at all that sparkly material in the bottom of this pan. That,
well, it's a Goldwing. It has to have gold sparkles.
Exactly, it's a Goldwing. Look at all those sparkles in the pan.
Can you see it?
That hopefully there's enough in there that we can just change the oil, and hopefully there's enough material left on the clutch plates, because finding clutch plates for this bike, you know, in a moment's notice is going to be pretty hard. So yeah, that's the prognosis right now. They're hard at work. I'm basically just slowing them down by asking them a bunch of questions. You know, that's what I do. Yeah, so they're taking the back of the clutch off so they can kind of look at the clutches, and then spray some brake cleanup in there to, you know, try to get all this that's in there out, and hopefully there's enough material on those plates to grab, and they'll be able to go. You know, they got to get back to Michigan. When you guys got to be back? Sunday. So yeah, they got to be back Sunday. Today's Wednesday. So yeah, that's where we're at.
So Dave said we could borrow his bike.
Yeah, I tried to sell him my Yamaha, but they're hardcore Honda guys, so they didn't want a Yamaha.
There's a Honda sitting there right
But
next to it.
yeah, you got to fight my girlfriend for that one though. She might throw a fit about that one.
I guess we'll have to settle for that Harley.
I got a 175 out there. You know, there's an XL 175 single cylinder out there that'll definitely sell you guys.
Oh yeah, we should make it to probably maybe the South Carolina border.
No, you might actually make it to North Carolina, but you know. Yeah, so they don't want my bike, so you know.
Let me take the Harley.
But yep. Well, maybe we'll have some better news here in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, guys. So they, you know, putting it all back together. Got the oil filter on the front.
Don't put
We
beer
got-
in it. It might help.
We got everything back together under there where the clutch is at.
Yep, is the drain.
If you guys want to see how tight this is, so we're talking deep in there, way up in there. That's what they're working with. Unfortunately, it's you know, it's hard to reach in a lot of spots. So they flushed it, and they're gonna fill it full of oil and hopefully have some clutch so they can get themselves back on the road. And if not, you know, there's always plan B, which we don't really know what plan B is yet, but you know, we'll figure it out. So here they are. Hard at work.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hey, they're trying to get back to Michigan, so I tried to, like I said, sell them a bike, but they don't want a Yamaha.
That's the right one.
They don't want a Yamaha, so. All right, guys. So, you know, we're we're working on Plan G, paragraph F.1. You know, we've moved on. Unfortunately, you know, we were unable to get the clutch repaired. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, it's just toast. You know, I kind of had an idea with all the metal that was in the pan when I showed you the pan, that it wasn't going to come back around, but we had to give it a shot. You know, we tried to get the guys back out on the road. So Plan G is the bike is going to stay here. It's out there, as you can see. I don't know. It's the, you know, they got their own Goldwing cover. Look at that cover, man. That cover is pretty sweet. It says Goldwing right there. So this plan, the new plan, the G plan, subparagraph A.1 or whatever it is. The plan is they're gonna go ahead and they're grabbing a room for the night. It's 8, quarter after 8. They're grabbing a room for the night. They're going to get up and grab a U-Haul, and unfortunately they're gonna have to U-Haul the bike back to Michigan. It's quite a haul. It's just we're unable to locate a clutch. It'd take a week or so just to get a clutch in, and you know, they got jobs, so they have to, you know, get back as soon as possible. So that's gonna be the plan. They're gonna get a U-Haul in the morning, come by, grab the bike, load it up, and then be on their merry way. I kind of feel sorry for them. You know, they had a nice little route plan back to Michigan, but I think even with the U-Haul, they're still gonna hit some of the places, even though they're not gonna be on. Oh, well, one's not gonna be on their bike. So, you know, it's good meeting them guys. You know, good talking to them. You know, they're good dudes, and you know, before this morning I didn't know them, and now I have friends. So now I have 2 friends in Michigan. I have a couple other friends in Michigan. I probably should do a run up to Michigan. You know, travel around up there, go to the upper P. You know, Michigan's like the hand, and then you got the upper P. So yeah, so good dudes. You know, that's what I love about the motorcycle community, at least, you know, most of the motorcycle community. You know, I didn't know them guys you know, until this morning, and you know, got to spend pretty much all day with them in the garage, just bullshitting. It was nice to see other people doing work in my garage, not just me. But I did get my hands a little dirty, some oily, and you know, but for the most part, you know, they were doing most of the work. You know, we had some good time, some good laughs and whatnot. We drank some cold snacks and carried on, complained about family and women and, you know, everything that guys do when, you know, you get guys together and working on motorcycles. You know, drink beer, complain about girls. So, you know, we did some of that. You know, just a good time. Even though, you know, we weren't out riding or doing anything, it was still, you know, still nice to meet them guys. And you know, if I get to Michigan, I'll definitely look them up. You know, stop by. Maybe I have to wrench in their garage next time. I don't know, maybe. But enough rambling on. I think that's gonna finally do it for this video. I know there's big gaps in there. You know, we're during the day working, then now it's dark. But you know, we were trying our darndest to get that bike going again. Yeah, it's a nice old Goldwing. You know, it's a cool bike. I'm sure it rides beautifully, you know, like a Cadillac, because that's what they are. They're Cadillacs of bikes. But anyways, I'm gonna go in and take a shower, call it a day. But like you know, like I always say at the end of the videos, do your thing. Like, tag, share, follow, subscribe. You know, definitely you know, word of mouth, get it out there, talk to people, tell them, hey, you know, look at this guy, he's helping other guys out, whatever. But you know, that's what I'm here for. That's what my channel's about. You know, working on bikes, helping people work on bikes. You know, that's the whole point. I want to get people out there feeling like they're empowered enough to work on their own bike. These guys, they work on their own bikes, and they did pretty much, like I said, 99.9% of the work. I was just here to look pretty, you know. But anyways, yeah, so maybe this is the end of the video. So maybe I'll go off again. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, and like always, till next time. Thanks a lot. They could have just bought my Yamaha. You know, that would have got them back to Michigan, but, you know, they wanted to rent a U-Haul. Tried to sell them the bike, but they're Honda guys.